Hey guys, how are you all doing? It's Cam back at you again. Today I bring you my top 5 Van Halen riffs. Now, a lot of these riffs are very underrated and they're not the most popular of choices, and to me they just feel good to play, and they're some of my favourite Van Halen songs. Just a quick thing before we begin. I just wanted to say I'm sorry to my subscribers. I haven't recorded a video for about 2 months, and that's because I've been really busy with uni, job and all that stuff that life throws at you. But now I've got some time on my hands just before the Christmas holidays set in to do some more videos. But enough of that, let's listen to some Van Halen. Right, first riff, She's a Woman. Now, off A Different Kind of Truth, although it is a really old song from way back in the 70s, I think recorded around the time of Van Halen 1, Van Halen 2 era, and I just love the way it feels to play, and it's got some really cool, complicated little ideas, especially the little chromatic thing. It just feels good, it gets all your fingers working, and the little filler licks, it's just really cool. It just feels really good to play, and it was one of the first Van Halen riffs I got down and got sorted. I just love that riff so much, and I highly recommend you learn it if you haven't already. That's my first Van Halen riff. Panama, classic really, isn't it? What can I say apart from it's got some very unique Van Halen styles in it, especially with the bar chords and adding the higher notes. I don't know what that means on a theoretical level, but it's just a very Van Halen styley thing. It's just a really cool riff to play, and it's got all the fills. One thing about Van Halen, which I've always loved, it's very busy and not necessarily hard to play, but it sounds a lot harder than it is. And it's got a lot of the fills in. So, for instance, it's just got the even when you get to this part, you can throw in loads of different accentuations and little expressions. It's really cool. There we go. It's got everything you need from a Van Halen song. Panama. So, Feelin, one of my favourite Van Halen riffs, more so for the clean riff than the really heavy riff towards the end of the song. It's one of my favourite Van Halen songs in general because it's just got a wide mix of skills and sounds in general. And it's off my favourite Van Halen album, Balance, although a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me for saying that. But I highly recommend this one because of the finger picking skill. If you guys want to learn a finger picking riff that isn't really archetypal, It's really good. It combines all your bar chords and stuff and some interesting little movements, and also requires the middle pickup position. If you've got a dual humbucker guitar, you need both the middle position with both humbuckers on in this case. It just feels really fun to play. It sounds a lot harder than it is, and it's got some really cool little doodads in it. It's really fun. And not to mention the heavy riff at the end. Before the solo. It's really, really fun to play. Feelin. So, The Seventh Seal, another one of my favourite tracks, also from Balance. What's really cool about this, if you're new to learning Van Halen, I highly recommend you get this song down before one of the classics, because it basically involves one chord shape the whole way through, and it's quite funky in parts because it requires quite a lot of funky sort of wrist action, and also gets you using all of your fingers, especially for like the verse riff. It's got a real swing. And I recommend it to anybody. It just proves how much mileage you can get out of a single chord shape, and without sounding too technical and killing the fun. It's just a badass song, and really, really mean and classy. Just a great song in general, and some killer Sammy Hagar vocals on it as well. Love that song so much. Also brilliant live. Nevertheless, The Seventh Seal. Runaround, another really good song from the For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge album. So good. I think during this period between sort of For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge and Balance, that kind of time I think was when Van Halen was at his most experimental. Of course he was very innovative in the early days and all that, but he had a new sound, and obviously it's obviously progressed a lot over the years and been slightly different on each album. But I think between these two albums, I think he got really experimental and had a wealth of new ideas. He went through a sort of like a mini enlightenment in his guitar playing, and Runaround has got some really cool, interesting chord ideas, and also has just got some serious swing and a brilliant guitar solo. I just love that song so much. It's just one of those ones that just gets you going. I don't know why. It's got a really nice vibe to it. I just love it so much. And the intro is really cool. It sounds a lot harder than it is, and it's a great way of sounding classy. It's like, oh, do you want to hear a good riff? And then before you go into, I don't know, Back in Black or something, you go into... This feels good to play, and even sounds good on an acoustic, so I recommend that one to anybody. Runaround. That's the last riff. Thanks very much for watching this video, you guys. I hope you've liked what you've seen. Please make sure you like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you again in the next one. Take care.